It's your boy Nangura in the house, back with another Arsenal news episode. I had to do this before the North London derby today. It's derby day! Arsenal fans, if you're watching this, you got to be amped up, you got to be pumped up, and you got to start believing in Arsenal tonight because it's Tottenham. It's their biggest rivals, and you never know. Arsenal have surprised in certain really important games, and in certain the opponents that we actually thought that Arsenal might get 3 points, they're really surprised in not getting them. So I don't know. Should I get my hopes up? I don't know. I'm an Arsenal fan. I've always be positive about my team, but I will not think about losing anymore because it is war, baby. It's the North London derby. It's NLD, and you got to understand one thing: Mikel Arteta has never beaten Mourinho. Never. He's played him twice, I guess, in the league, and he lost both of them. So, in my opinion, last time around we scored the first goal, but it was Toby Alderweireld's goal that actually last season towards the end finished our season. I'm pretty much sure this game is going to be a very different. It's different. It's rivalry, and both the teams want to win. I know Mourinho, how much he's a voyeur about Arsenal. I mean, he loves about it. So with this, we start this episode. It's going to be interesting because we've got some news things, and of course, a transfer news. Unbelievable roundup. So let's talk about Willian, ladies and gentlemen. He tweeted this image with the caption North London Derby, hashtag W2L, hashtag Arsenal, hashtag Premier League. He's ready. So moving on, so Saka has opened up about certain things. He says, every time I played with Aubameyang, I've always had so much confidence. Sometimes he would tell you, you would have to pass to him, and if you make a mistake, then he can be quite angry. But the game where I scored my first goal for Arsenal against Frankfurt, before the game he said to me, Bukayo, you know you're a very good player. If you're there in front of goal and you want to shoot. I'm not going to say anything. Now, if a senior player comes out and says something to you like that for a youngster who's about to make his debut for Arsenal, you gotta love to have a player like Aubameyang around you, man. But moving on, so Eric Dyer also opened up about Saka. He says, I think he's a fantastic player. I think he's gone a bit under the radar, if anything, in terms of what he's doing, what he's done this season, compared to other young English players. He's a fantastic guy as well. I enjoyed a lot spending time with him when we were with England. So that's what he has to say. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know Mesut Ozil has a company. So Alex Lacazette was seen in the training wearing a Mesut Ozil's branded bandage. How beautiful is that? You see, Mesut Ozil is a really has ingrained his things inside the Arsenal players. That's cool. That's a brilliant way of marketing. I love that. But moving on, ladies and gentlemen, it's a battle of the wits. It's the battle of, I won't say a veteran to Arteta because I wouldn't say battle of the veterans, but it's a battle of the two people who really use their footballing brains to the max. I would say that. So what does everyone has to say about the North London Derby? So Ray Parler is on seeing one, actually has a story about the North London Derby. He says, Ray Parler on seeing one of his mates in the Tottenham end at White Hart Lane during a North London derby. He said, no word of a lie. He actually spoke to Soccer AM. He says, no word of a lie. He had to get his Tottenham tattoo out to prove he was Tottenham. Anyways, whatever happened for good. It happens for a reason as well, I believe. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us talk about the other aspects of the game, the other aspects what Arteta had to say. So, but Odegaard, Arteta said, he came here and physically he wasn't at his best, but the way he's adapted, respect he's gained from everybody in that dressing room, and personality he shows on that pitch. Honestly, I'm really impressed because to do it in the Premier League is very complicated. He always wants the ball. He works really hard, and he gels us as a team. He makes us be closer to each other and gives us a lot of continuity. Now he has to give us a threat of on goal because he can do that, and that creativity that he has is going to be really important for us. And talking about Tottenham, Arteta says you can see the team fights and believes absolutely in what the manager's ideas are. So it will be really a tough game. Well, Mourinho also opened up about Arsenal. He says, I know in the Premier League they are in a position not in relation to their potential, and I focus on the potential, not the position, and the potential is high. He's worried about it. Oh, yes, he is, and he always does. So Paul Merson opens up about the North London derby. He believes that Arsenal are favourites ahead of the North London derby clash. Now, I know you should not take Paul Merson seriously, but certain things you gotta hear and you gotta listen to what he says. He says, I think Arsenal are favourites against them this weekend. I really do. If both teams play to the best of their ability, I think Arsenal win the game. I think their passing and movement is better. Spurs rely too much on Harry Kane and Son Heung-min and lately Gareth Bale. Arsenal are a different team to the one Spurs beat in December. Bukayo Saka is playing really well. Willian looks like he has turned a corner. Nico Pepe had his best game yet against Leicester. And Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is scoring goals again and looks much more confident. Arsenal will have to keep the back door shut, but I give them every chance in this game. So now, we all know that when we met last time, when we met them last time around, well, Mustafi was in the back four of Arsenal, and yes, Harry Kane and Son Heung-min opened them up. So let's see what time has in store for us. Well, we don't know what it is, but still, I think we are definitely going to fight for it. Well, also, let's talk about other stuff. Well, Mourinho also opened up about more stuff about Arsenal. He says they have an incredible squad. They can rotate players. Big squad. They play good football. We won the last match against them, but it was a very difficult match to win. Well, you got to understand, I mean, Mourinho is praising Arteta. He believes, he always is worried about the bigger teams, the big six, the traditional big six. There is no big six right now. I mean, there's no consistency from a lot of other clubs that want to replace the traditional big six. But let us talk about the, okay, let's talk about a youngster that I would want you to know about. Amani Richards, a former Chelsea youngster, has confirmed that he has joined Arsenal in a social media video. Now, he's a wonder kid. The London-born forward, who is only 16 years of age, recently left the Blues Academy setup and has now revealed in the social media that he has joined Arsenal. Now, Richards, who has already played for England at under 16 level, revealed the announcement via his Instagram account with a video featuring a voiceover by himself and a clip of him unzipping his jacket and showing an Arsenal shirt. Now, in the video he released, the youngster said, "Signing for Arsenal, my boyhood club. It's just a great thing. It's a club that everyone in my family supports. Everyone around me supports Arsenal." He said, I mean, I've always wanted to make it happen eventually, but it is happening. Now it's just a great thing. I'm just really, really excited to get going. Now, that's really beautiful. I mean, youngsters playing for Arsenal at one point of time that they want to do it. That's crazy. So let's talk about the Guardian's predicted lineups for Arsenal versus Tottenham. They believe it's going to be Leno, David Luiz, Gabriel, Tierney, Bellerin, Partey, Xhaka, Pepe on the right, Odegaard up top in the middle, and Aubameyang up top with Smith Rowe on the left. So they believe Saka may not get game time against Tottenham. So, and their prediction about Tottenham, they believe that's going to be Hugo Lloris, Sanchez, Alderweireld, Aurier and Reguilon as fullbacks, Højbjerg and Ndombele in the midfield, Lucas Moura as a number 10, Bale and Son on the left mid and right mid role, and Harry Kane up top. Now, I believe completely in the Tottenham lineup, but I just don't get what exactly. I don't think so. The whole Arsenal lineup would happen like that, but let's see. Moving on. So Tariq Lamptey, here's an update about Tariq Lamptey. So the 20-year-old recently signed a new contract with the Seagulls. We know that does not include a release or relegation clause. Chelsea have a 20% sell-on clause, but possess no option to re-sign their former academy graduate. So that's it. And Arteta will have to clear the decks once again in order to raise the funds to spend with Hector Bellerin. Among those who could leave the club should he end his 10-year spell with the Gunners, Arsenal will look to target Brighton star in the form of Tariq Lamptey. Now, we've spoken about Tariq Lamptey enough. Let's talk about something special. Let's talk about the other transfers that Arsenal are looking at the moment. Now, Arsenal have held talks with the entourage of Eintracht Frankfurt centre-back Evan Ndika over a summer move, and Brighton's Yves Bissouma has also been the subject of several lines of enquiry from the club, according to Ryan Taylor Sport, who writes this piece for express.co.uk. So Mikel Arteta, according to Ryan Taylor Sport, he says that Mikel Arteta is planning a defensive restructure in the summer with a commanding presence at the back now on the agenda. They are now leading the race for Evan Ndika signature and could conclude a deal for around 19 million pounds when the transfer window opens. Now, crucially, Arsenal have a strong relationship with Yves Bissouma's agent, Michael Encho, who helped broker Nico Pepe's move in 2019. Encho has another player that is of interest to Edu and Arteta. Arsenal have asked to be kept informed of Bissouma's situation. Now, it looks like Yves Bissouma to Arsenal is actually possible. Let's see what happens. Evan Ndika and Yves Bissouma to Arsenal is a subject of interest, and let's see how exactly things will turn out. I will be here as always to inform you about it. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be. If you have a footballing opinion, hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. Send me a DM, and I would want to hook you up in our episodes that I would want to bring it on my channel. So cheers. I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.